Alright, today we are working in the evening because I have to start preparing the tank to be sprayed. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. And today is the day I start on this tank to spray it. I just removed it from a bike. Oh, and I have something new also. I recently reupholstered this seat. Actually today, that's when I did it. I took it to somebody in town and they did it for me. All looking better, brand new. So here's the tank, and I'm gonna start preparing it. We'll sand a little bit on top and also try to use some adhesive, that two-piece adhesive. I'll use it here to try to cover up what could be some tiny holes on the front because my welds were not that good. And I'll add filler on top of that, and then no filler elsewhere. So because I think the shape is perfect, so I just go ahead and paint it after putting some sort of primer. I'll use red oxide. Yeah, let's start. This is an epoxy resin. I mix half and half, the hardener and the resin. So yeah, it's Okay, let's have this dry out. Just apply the filler and then see about our next. Just we need to sand it down, make it look more pretty, and then sand more on the tank on the surface, and then prepare to start painting. That's it. Yeah, maybe we'll apply a little acetone or thinner in this case. That's what I have. We're gonna start painting. To yeah. first coat. So it looks like. Still very rough. Alright, what I noticed now is that the red oxide is not really dry in some areas. You see that peeling off like that? It's not yet dry. So, probably abandon my idea to sand on the top or wait for it to dry a little bit more. Yeah, whichever it is, it's gonna be a journey of learning. So I guess I'm gonna leave it to dry a little bit more. I think I'll abandon the sanding and just come straight at it and paint. There's so many layers of the paint because maybe 4 or 5 because like you see the surface is very rough. Areas like this. So yeah, this is where we are right now. I've been waiting for the red oxide primer to dry. It's been so many hours of waiting for it to dry. I don't know why it takes long to dry. Anyway, because it's probably an oil-based kind of paint or primer. So yes, this is how it looks. Yeah, a little bit rough here and there, finger marks and everything. Brush strokes because I used a brush to apply the red oxide. Don't have a spray gun. You can see down here as well so many other brush strokes. But yeah, I used two coats of it. So now I'll go and sand off, smoothen it with a 60 grit I won't go further than 60 grit sandpaper. Just kind of even it out, kind of get away some of those brush strokes. And yeah, next bit will be of course the paint. After that, a bit rough here and there, but can try to solve that with a sandpaper. Well, let's see. Alright, good morning. So the epoxy resin that I put on the tank completely dry and hard. Yeah. So I just have to sand it down a little bit before I put the filler. Yeah. And then probably sand the whole surface of the tank as well. Let's go at it. Okay, so I just painted the bottom part of the tank. Didn't film it because I didn't think it was interesting, but this is what I painted so far, some copperish brown. I need it for the base. I thought I'm going to use gray, but I ended up gray, so I went with the brown, this copperish brown kind of color. Yeah, looks okay for the bottom. I can still see the brush, strokes, but it should be fine for the bottom. Couldn't add more layers because the paint is done. So what I'm gonna do now is just to try to mask up the bottom, just the edges. Then I paint the top. Just turn it like this. I paint the top. I still have the top still has a red oxide primer. Now I'm going to paint it. That's where the real action should be witnessed. So I'll film this, of course. Yes. Yeah. If it's gonna be better. I hope I can be able to cover more. A lot of these brush strokes and imperfections from a primer. Yeah, I should be because I have a lot more paint. So let me go get it and do it.